those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need bad energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth don't work, you start telling lies. Thought you were down to ride, you weren't down to ride. Caught switching, you were picking sides. Don't blink, caught slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took a L, should've put it in the offering. Lord, forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be the youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring now. In the scene like GOT. Stay awake, don't sleep.
Stay awake, don't sleep. I love that song. I love it. How is everybody doing tonight? Good, I hope. All right, so yeah, I'm tripping. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late. I actually started this from in the car because we just got back in from dinner because Jen's family was in town to help me celebrate my birthday, which is mañana. So tomorrow is my birthday. So yeah, it's kind of like birthday weekend. Cancer in the house. So yeah, sorry for running a little bit behind, ladies. Thank you for being here. Dolly Bush, Buddha, Renee Revelinsky, how was the trip? Let me know in the comment section. Good to have you back, baby. Jen is off in the other room, and I'm sure she will sign on here momentarily, and I will let her in. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys had a great week and a great weekend and a great beginning of your week. Love Island is back on. Hey, Buddha. Okay, so yeah, y'all, what's going on? The Other Way is also on. Now we figured out what you were talking about with those two people. It's like, wait a minute, The Other Way is back that quickly? Like, we just watched that. So apparently, they're running two simultaneously right now before the 90 days, and another season of The Other Way is already on. Here she is. Hello.
Oh, hello. Thank you for having me. Welcome, everyone. Dolly Bush. I see, failed foster dog mom. How you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, failed foster dog mom. What's up,
everybody's
honey?
comment. Moderator Buddha, hello. And Renee, I heard
that's moderator too. Thank you. Anybody that again, thank you so much. Don't forget to smash that like button, gang, and share the video and help me get to 1,300 subscribers. Yeah, man, let's get it. We got Vegan Knowledge JJ. We did Meatless Monday yesterday. She had Mama Jones on there. Buddha was there with us. And she is a woman who had rheumatoid arthritis who literally cured it by eating a primarily fruit-based diet. And guess who's going to be on Jen's show next week? You want to tell them, Jen?
You can tell them, since I got her from you.
Hey, look, Ro is going to be on there. She lost 40 pounds and has gotten rid of her Crohn's disease by following us with the plant-based diet.
I'm so proud of her, and I'm excited. I just remembered, if you're listening,
we got Buddha down there eating fruit.
Buddha ate fruit for a week, and I'm telling you, man, we're going to heal the world and talk reality.
We have been raw. Jen's been raw for a month. I've been raw for a couple of weeks. Back working out every day. I feel fantastic. How about you?
Yes, and you look excellent and beautiful as usual.
Thank you. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're the beautiful one here. But yeah, so I don't want to hold everybody up. I'll explain why we were late, because we were, coming from dinner with the birthday being tomorrow. The family could make it today, so we celebrated today. And of course, I'll celebrate again with my baby tomorrow. Maybe we'll go hang out at the beach or something.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. So we got a lot going on. We've got 2 of these to cover. So now, in doing that, I didn't do it this week, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and watch the first couple of, because it's only like 1 or 2 episodes. First couple episodes, and what I'll probably do is split the show in half,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll go ahead and review before the 90 days. We'll maybe make it an hour show. It's an hour anyway. So we'll do a half an hour with the before the 90 days, and then second half of the show we'll go over the other way if everybody's cool with that. We'll just split it into 2 halves and review both shows.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Okay.
I
All
would
right.
like that.
Yeah, because we were surprised.
so tight
We
and
went
that
down
fun.
there and we were like, holy crap, there's the other way. No, that's what she was talking about. It's back on already. So
We had
yeah.
no idea.
That's unprecedented though,
Yeah.
isn't it? They don't normally have 2 simultaneous franchises running together.
And is anybody watching The Bachelorette too?
We're watching The Bachelorette. And Love Island. Love Island is back on, I think.
Yes.
So I don't know if anybody watches Love Island, but I'm a huge Love Island fan. I've watched all of them.
Buddha, I didn't get that message. I'm so sorry. I don't check TikTok. I need to get that. I'm going to set a reminder to always check it because I forget TikTok all the time, even though I was hooked on it for a minute. She said, did you get the message that she left us on? She left both of us a message on Tiki Talkie. I like that, aka TikTok.
I'm sorry, baby. I know I haven't been back looking at it too much either. I'm just now starting to get back into it. But okay, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Is it something you can say on here, or you want us
Buddha
to check
said,
it out?
congrats to Ro. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm thanking you for her. I'm saying thank you for her. I guess I don't know if I said it.
Congratulations to Ro. We are so proud of her, and she is going to be on Meatless Monday on Jen's channel next Monday. So 7 o'clock. Try to check it out. It will be awesome, and we're trying to get her. She's gotten to 120 subscribers. We're trying to go ahead and get her to that 200 mark. So those of you who haven't gone over and subscribed, please do so and come hang out with us on Meatless Mondays if you're looking to improve your health. Shout out to American Dream Trading. I got to get my links. I got to get my link to Jen's channel and my referral link for ADT. Shout out to Coach and everybody over at American Dream Trading. If you are looking to trade in the stock market and learn how to do it and do it the right way, and with a coach, mentor, and support group with you along the way, you got to join American Dream Trading. I have a referral link. There is a contest going on. I will bribe you. There is a contest going on for the most referrals this month. So yeah, if you guys want to come on over, I will take care of you for doing that if I win the contest. Let's just put it that way. He's giving away $1,000. Shit, you can join the monthly membership. I'll pay for your first month just to try it out. So if I can get 2 or 3 of y'all to do that, you get a month free on me. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, hit me up on TikTok if you want to talk about it, or hit me up in the comments section here and we can DM each other and talk about that, because that would be well worth it to me to do that for you guys. Because it's worth it, you know what I mean? So if it's nothing for you to lose, why not try it? So I will put the referral link in here, and yeah, if I can get 4 of you to do it, I'll most likely will win. So shoot, Jen, you, Buddha, Renee, and Dolly, that's it. You know, I'll pay for your first month if I win the money, and it's $1,000, so it's $150. What's that? $600? Yeah. So I got $400 out the deal, and you got a free month just for trying it. So, and seeing what all the hoopla is about that I'm talking about. So let me know if y'all are down, and we can make that happen.
You want me to post your link in the comments?
If you can, if you got it with you, yeah, please do. So anyway, let's get started. Shout out once again to American Dream Trading. I love everybody over there. We got Eric, old school, Jason, David, Portuguese Flying Stew, and of course, nobody compares to the J Crew. We got Farah. I think, Phil Foster Mom, are you from ADT?
I wasn't.
Shout out to everybody in the J Crew. I'm trying to get the J Crew to get some money in their pockets. I'm telling you, I made a couple $100 the other day in just like under an hour. So, you know, I'm getting better and better at it. So yeah,
Well,
if you can
Shouts
use
is gonna
extra
get
cash,
rich and roll out on us.
I ain't rolling out. I ain't going nowhere. If anything, you'll see me more often.
Right?
I'll be on here every night.
Yeah, me too. I didn't have to work, right?
Hit the millions, yeah, man. I'll be on here every night. I'll do a live stream every night and chill. We'll find a show to do every night. Let's see. What's the first couple we got on the docket here? All right. So Gino and Jasmin. All right. First off, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment. And Jen, I want to know what you think too. There's no way to cut this, in my opinion. It's a double standard, and Jasmin is dead wrong. You could look at it two ways though, because if she is feeling so rejected from Gino, which we've all seen that he is not giving her sex, he is rejecting her, but she's bringing it on by constantly badgering and arguing with him, and he's telling her that's what's turning him off. She is dead wrong for what she is throwing up in it, and then to get pissed at him for talking about his ex. I was so proud of him for saying, well, if you can do it, I can do it. Because remember the other season he didn't put it that way.
Right.
But this time he stood up to her. He said, no, that's not even gonna happen. If you can do it, I can do it. Don't talk about your ex if you don't want me talking about my
Dawn
ex.
looked like a proud parent when she saw him say that. She was like, go, Gino.
I know. I was like, Gino! That's how you do it. You can't let somebody run all over top of you like that.
Right.
You know, because they will if you give them the opportunity. So what do you think, babe?
Well, I think that there's always been a double standard to these two. Like, he always is saying, you know, she can do whatever she wants, and, you know, he can't talk about his exes. But my thing is, I don't like Gino's communication style, the way that he just gets quiet and drags it on. Like, if you got a problem, tell her right away, you know, because he just gets, you know, she knows something's wrong with him. So it's like, why go around pouting for half the day until she ends?
Like at the canal.
Right.
He was all quiet and paying attention, and which is cool. He was there to see the canal, but then she had to literally force it out of him that he knew about Dane.
I don't think any of us would have been waiting that long. And then when he found out he lives in the building, I was like, Gino might roll out at this point, because he looks like he's getting close to being done. And like, yeah. I feel like Gino is just like thinking, is this worth it for me? You know,
yeah.
What am I getting into if I bring her here? She's already like, you know, manipulates me kind of with the money, acts like I owe her the world, not respectful. Now she's seeing her ex. At least she was loyal.
And to his point, he said by her definition, she's cheating.
Once a week.
Because if he was doing what she was doing, she would consider that cheating. So if she's doing it, why shouldn't he consider it cheating?
Right.
What comment is that?
That's just your link for American Dream Trading.
Okay. Thank you for doing that for me. I appreciate that.
Yes, hopefully the link worked. Yeah, they look like they came up like links.
Okay, cool. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section about that. That's there's two schools of thought. It's like Gino's not really, you know, giving her what she wants, but is she justified in flaunting with her ex?
No.
And then she's going to openly admit that she fantasizes about him.
She did that to make him jealous, but it could reverse it.
Backfire. It's like, I don't fantasize about him, but I remember how it was. Okay, that's fantasizing.
The whole thing about it too is she actually, you know, like, she's not doing what he's asking her to be able to move the sexual relationship forward. He's asking her to communicate and be nicer, and she just gets meaner and meaner, and now she's cheating.
Right. I think so too. I don't like what's going on. Listen, it's like, you got to work on yourself. You always talking about Gino. You got to work on yourself. You got to work on your attitude. You got to work on that bossiness. You got to work on that whole double standard, you can and he can't shit. Okay, because that would turn anybody off. Gino is one of the most easygoing people there is. And when you get to a point where you piss somebody like him off,
Yeah.
and got him not want to have sex with, she's a beautiful woman. She's a very attractive sexual woman. But because her attitude is so nasty, that makes her ugly in his eyes.
And to him, he's obviously a guy who's frisky because he was bringing the little blue pills on the vacation.
Yeah, we saw him that first show. I got my blue pills. I'm taking them to Panama.
Dolly's got a comment down here. It said, yeah, Gino looks like he's ready to leave Jasmin because of the ex. Yeah, because he don't play that, it looks like.
Do you think he should leave her, Dolly?
Raise your hand if you feel like he should leave her.
Yeah, right? Let me see a show of hands. Who thinks Gino should leave Jasmin?
I think it's toxic for both of them. Dolly said, when somebody's always fighting with you, how can you be intimate with them? Yeah, unless you're like one of those people that likes makeup. Buddha said, I agree that Jasmin is wrong, but can Gino's get past having a trophy woman on his arm? Great point. Why is he even still with her?
Wow.
And he's still punishing him for when he sent naked pictures of the ex. I feel like this is her acting out and making things even, in my opinion.
Wow, that was huge, Buddha. Do you think that's why he's still with her? Because she's a trophy wife, and it's a status symbol for him to have a woman like that on his arm and call his wife.
Yep.
But now is he losing himself in that desire to be looked at? Because think about it, how are you really being looked at if she's controlling you? You know, you're being looked at as a pushover, not as the man who can get a woman like that. You're being looked at as the dope who's taking shit off of this woman just so you can have a pretty girl on your arm. You're looking desperate.
Right.
So you're not looking like you got it going on. You're looking desperate. So yeah, it's adverse at this point for him to keep Jasmin in his life. And the same for her. You know, if Dane is not involved with anybody, then maybe that's who she should be with. Christ, they're already living in the same building.
Right.
Just move in with him. Okay? Just move in with him. He's always talking about, he said the other week, you need to be with somebody who deserves. But here's my thing. He's an ex for a reason. And if she's maybe been as nasty with him, because Jasmin's got a mean, nasty temper. And if that's the reason they broke up, she might need to go in not couples therapy, but individual therapy.
Exactly.
And fix herself.
Because she's got a
before
lot
she
of
gets
issues.
involved with anybody else.
She's got insecurities, anger issues,
depression.
I don't think they ever got past what Gino did. And she, even though forgave him, she still feels insecure and she's punishing him. I really truly believe whether she's outright saying, I'm going to punish him for this, that's why she's doing that. Because she wasn't like that before. I don't think she was ever talking to her exes.
No, she wasn't talking to her exes. She was freaking out. And she didn't know Gino as well then to even know if that was something she'd be able to get away with.
Right.
So now that she scoped him out and realizes that she can control him, even though she was very controlling before, exes was a soft spot for her. So I'm thinking that Gino kind of screwed that up when he sent those pictures to his ex and established that there was a line of communication between him and his ex. All bets were off then. Oh, you talking to your ex? Hey, Dane, what's going on?
Yep.
Yeah, he's talking to his ex, so yeah, I'm calling.
And
what's up,
I'll
baby?
tell you what was really got me, and I thought it was completely ignorant.
I bet you that's when she started talking to him too. Go ahead, babe.
Oh, I was just gonna say, how ignorant was it to have him with his money pay for this high ass apartment? Sorry to cuss. And with her, for her and her sister, top dollar, looking over the town, the highest thing in the building with the ex. I mean, if Gino even talks to a woman, to his point, in the store, she gets, remember when he tried to tip the waitress?
Oh, she went off.
And so,
She went.
I mean,
She
that
went
took it
ballistic.
a little bit far. If you want to have a conversation with your ex, but how does he know she's not like screwing him down the hall? It makes it, she could be doing it anytime, but that's just, I would not feel comfortable no matter, what's going on. If your person is in a different country and you paid for her to live next to her ex, like that's just, I'm mind blown with that.
He said he would have never done it had he known that her ex lived in that building. So that lets him know that she's very sneaky. Because
Yes.
she didn't tell him, oh, by the way, my ex lives in this building. Are you still gonna pay for the apartment? She didn't tell him that her ex lived
And
there.
what about her going out while he's there into the park and having a conversation with the ex when he's only in town for little short periods of time? Honey Bunny, hi. She's said hi.
Hey, Honey Bunny. Well, it's been a minute, Honey Bunny. How you been? Welcome.
Failed foster dog mom said Jasmin needs meds and talk therapy. Yes. Gino said, welcome, Honey Bunny. And Honey Bunny said, how was Dane her ex if she got her divorce finalized last season? Right. So something's, Jasmin, what's going on?
Yeah, so apparently Dane was the boyfriend that she had right before Gino came into the picture. So maybe she was still involved in divorce proceedings while she was dating Dane.
Okay.
Because she probably was already, her divorce was already in the process of happening. So, but it finalized when she hooked up with Gino. But she was probably in the process of getting a divorce when she was dating Dane. Did she cheat on her husband with Dane?
Did we ever know why she got divorced? I thought he cheated on her.
Do we know those details? I don't remember. I don't remember hearing about that.
I probably guessed because she was so insecure.
I'm like, is Dane the reason she got divorced?
Well, she steps out when she's unhappy, Honey Bunny said. Great point. Yep.
Yeah, but I don't care how unhappy she is. Break up with him if you got to go cheating on him.
Exactly.
That means he's not handling his business, and you need to go somewhere where you apparently feel like you are more wanted. Don't cheat on the man. You're a grown woman. You don't have to run around and hide and sneak. If you want somebody else, be with somebody else. Or go into it with a polyamorous beginning. If you can't be committed to one person, and let that be known up front and give that person the choice whether they want to be involved with you or not. But people aren't real like that, and it's bullshit. She's so, gets so up, but you being a coward. You being a coward right now because you're running around behind Gino's back instead of saying straight up, yeah, this is what it is. If you could deal with it, great. If not, then hey, maybe I need to be going and living with Dane. Because she's trying to have her cake and eat it too. That's why she's not going to say that.
And she's using his ammunition to get Gino to revolt, to have the power again. So
Yeah.
She has the power. And then Honey Bunny said, that's what she said, confirmed that her ex-husband cheated. And Honey Bunny said, turns out she's the cheater.
Yep, I agree. I think she's the cheater. And
Because
she probably cheated with Dane.
Yep, she justifies it, she said.
So it's like, either way you cut it, in my opinion, Jasmin is wrong every way you slice it. She's got no business talking to her ex. And if Gino is not having sex with you, it's because of your attitude. Either way, the buck still stops with Jasmin. Why things are all fucked up in their relationship. Excuse my French, YouTube. So it's all Jasmin's fault. It is what it is. I hate to put it, but it's all Jasmin's fault. She yells at Gino. She emasculates him, demoralizes him, so he won't have sex with her. And is she doing it on purpose so he won't have sex? Because you want to have sex with him. He's telling you how that can happen. Stop yelling at me. Stop talking to me the way you do. So you do it more? That makes me think you're setting it up. So that he won't have sex with you, so that you have an excuse for messing around with Dane. Come on, I'm a chess player. I think 3 steps ahead. That's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that I can really make him look like the bad guy. I'm gonna keep yelling at him, get him pissed off. He won't want to have sex with me, and now I have the excuse to have sex with you. Come on. It's reverse psychology 101.
Or it's like, calls it
reverse psychology.
With him she's very stubborn. Instead of, like you said, changing herself, she keeps trying to change the wrong things instead of getting the point that not every man has you, like, you don't overpower them because of your sexuality. It's something emotional.
It's the good old-fashioned word. It's gaslighting.
Two wrongs don't make a right. Gino was wrong to do what he did, and she was wrong to do what she did. And Honey Bunny, I agree. She said crazy is a turnoff.
Yeah, she is gaslighting the shit out of him. She's making him think that he's the cause of her going and messing around with her ex by saying you don't have sex with me, when she knows she's the cause of him not having sex with her.
Right.
That's straight up gaslighting.
Yeah.
Making somebody think that things are one way when things are another way when they actually are the way that the person is thinking about it.
Yep.
But you trying to make them think they're crazy for thinking that way.
Right.
It's like a classic case of what about Bob? You know what I mean? Everybody thought the husband was crazy, but Bob was provoking that shit when nobody was looking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. And failed foster dog mom said, I don't believe her nerve when she asked how long she had to stop yelling to get sex. How about forever? And Honey Bunny said he's scared of her. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It looks like he is, right?
Yeah, let her go like this. It's like, are you smacking on him?
Right.
What's going on? All she got to do is this, and he's like, ducking and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Gino, come on, don't tell me you're a badder husband now. Don't let her beat on you, yo. Come on. That's crazy. I mean, it's no more right for a woman to be beating on a man than it is for a man to be beating on. Abuse is abuse.
Yeah.
That's not fair either. So
that reminds me.
And he's. Go ahead, baby.
No, I was just going to say, it reminds me of that show Arranged we watched. They were all on the girl's side, the little gypsy couple, until she smacked him. And then the mother was like, don't you hit my son, And then,
you smacked my son?
Yeah,
don't ever smack my son. You smacked my son.
She wasn't feeling that, was she?
Your son deserved to be smacked.
Yeah,
I know what I just said, but
crazy.
Yeah, he was being an ass.
Yeah.
What do you mean you spent money? What do you mean you spent your money that you made and went out in the street and made? Your money is for me to spend. What do you mean you spent it? I'm like, you should ask me before you buy something. Anything.
I did that just
he
so I
was
could get
that
the
little
impression.
dude. He was I'm like, come on, Christian. That's crazy, dude. I wonder how they're doing.
I know.
I'm gonna look
We
that
haven't
up.
watched it. Did we ever finish it? Or we did?
I don't think we finished season 2.
I feel like we are on these, like, we got these half shows.
I know, a bunch of half
forgetting
shows,
things.
half watched shows. But yeah. So that's Gino and Jasmin. They're going to therapy next week. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see what's happening with the therapy session.
Well,
and hopefully he
surprise,
speaks
they were
up and
fighting.
Huh?
It's a surprise. This week they were fighting. Isn't it like every week?
All right, so we got Riley and Violet. What y'all think about old Riley and Violet? Riley with his white cream and blue suit or whatever he was wearing. Oh my God, this dude looks like a real tall version of my Uncle James.
I have a lot.
May he rest in peace.
Oh, really? I never saw your Uncle James, did I?
Nah, you never met. You couldn't have met him because he was gone before we met.
Oh.
But yeah, Uncle James and Aunt Ethel. He looks just like my Uncle James. My Uncle James wasn't tall like that. In fact, he was a little bit on the short side. But literally, that face and hair and the salt and pepper, that is my uncle. The glasses, everything looks just like my uncle. But he had a voice like Barry White. He literally sounded just like Barry White when he talked.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was a little dude. He was, he wasn't no more than about, 5'5" maybe?
Oh, cool. I wish I could have met him.
Yeah. But, yeah, so I saw what you were talking about, Jen, the ambush on the phone.
I thought that was terrible that he put her in after they were supposed to. He stopped with the talking about the dad thing. She's like, let's have a nice evening. So he cut off that and then said, I want to call my friend who I know is going to question you about stuff that happened that we've already gotten past the dating app. And Buddha said, Riley needs to go home. Violet needs to end it now. LOL. Boo Riley. And Dolly said Riley is so argumentative. Yeah, I'm starting to see now that he doesn't like when things are happy. Sometimes he's reaching.
Okay, you guys feel like I feel then. Yeah, I don't like Riley. I don't like Riley. I'll be honest with you. Riley's got issues. Okay, he's got very PTSD issues based on his past relationships, and he's taking it all out on Violet. I don't think Violet has deserved the way that he's treated her. I don't like the thing she did with the dad. I'll tell you that, though. Writing letters behind his back. But why did she do that? What did he do to cause that? I'm starting to see a side of him now that he provokes her. Okay, now she's done a couple things too. The not making time for him when he first got there. The guy with the no shirt on and, oh no, I don't want you to see who I'm talking. That type shit, yeah, okay, that's a little sus. But when she has clearly put all of that aside, devoted time to spending with you, apologized for the text messaging, and agreed to let's put all that aside and I'm gonna focus on you because you seem to be a good man and I want to give you a chance. Then he shows up with gifts for everybody but mom. Mom is the main one you're supposed to be buttering up.
Right.
And you come with nothing for the mother? Are you stupid? You need to be coming with more gifts for mom than the daughters. Okay, the daughter's gonna be there. Mom ain't gonna be there forever. Mom is the one that you need her approval. Okay? So, yeah, the daughters, you in with the daughters. You've been talking to the daughters. You've given the daughters gifts. Certainly, he already gave them one gift. Then he turned around and gave them two gifts and still didn't get a mother nothing. So, I'm like, okay, this dude is crazy. And now he constantly harps on past shit. Like the time she took him to see the tanks in the park. I mean, but you see where I'm coming from, though. Obviously she does. She broke her, like rearranged her plans to be with you because she said she felt like it was unfair.
Right.
Why are you still asking her if she thought it was unfair? How fucking stupid is that? Apparently she thought that because she broke her plans to be with you and said, I felt like I was treating you unfair.
Right.
So what more did he want? He wanted to pull blood out of a turnip. What did he want her to get on her knee? Riley, I'm sorry. I'm like, Riley, y'all are there.
Yeah.
The fact that she's there with you lets you know she understands how you felt. Fuck, you need to hear again and again. So he's doing the same thing now. Don't look at me. She's talking to you. Don't look at me. Okay, how about
standing up for her and saying, look, we're at dinner. Can we talk about this another time? I just wanted you to meet. We don't have to ambush her and question her about stuff that we've already gotten past. Where's that guy, you know? Like,
but you want her to feel comfortable with you. You want her to commit to you. Right.
And my thing is, he also does not, to me, have very good, like, social cues. Like, he doesn't know when to say something, or like you said, he didn't realize that bringing everybody a gift except the mom would be a problem. He's just like one track mind, and he gets real angry with her. Not that she's a saint, we all know
she didn't do cartwheels over the pearls. He had a bad day about that.
That was kind of rude of her.
The daughter, right? You know, it was, but at the same time, you know, he's harping on shit. You know what I mean? And not letting things go. Maybe you'll get more of a reaction out of her positively if you treat her. Now, she was wrong for calling him ugly and fat. You know what I mean?
But my thing is,
and she apologized for that.
They used to joke around about giving each other the finger, so maybe she thought he would get her humor. But
and the cool thing is, she realized when he said, "Listen, that made me feel some kind of way." She's like, "Damn, okay, I see what you mean. Damn, my bad, yo." Yeah, I see how that could look that way, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I won't do that no more. She was real cool about it, So for him to now take that stance and allow the friend to like literally kind of start attacking her, because the friend started out good. She's like, "You're beautiful," and hey, it is what it is. If you felt like you needed to do this and you need to say that, but then why didn't you delete it? Why didn't you delete it? She talking to you. You see what she did. She felt ambushed. I felt sorry and bad for her for a minute. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, she can't even get a word out. Both of them are kind of on her. And this is supposed to be like a safe space right now. It's supposed to be dinner.
We're letting dinner.
Yeah, we're letting bad shit go tonight. We're having dinner. Why is this happening right now? So she's going to end up reverting right back into her shell and not having time for him. I can tell you that right now. That's exactly what's going to happen.
KT in the house.
KT, what's up, baby girl?
And Buddha said, hey, Kimberly. Buddha said Riley was projecting his insecurities hard in this episode. Failed foster dog mom said the best thing he said was that they need to understand their respective cultures. Then he throws it all down the drain. Buddha said, yes, she had no problem apologizing and taking accountability. That was good. Exactly. I thought she was very mature in this episode, and he ruined it, with his actions. It's like they can't get on the same page. When she's being nice and not doing nothing and apologizing, it's like she's taking accountability. But to your point, Dawn, why continue to harp on it? That's nothing like, I'm sorry if I hurt you. I understand where you're coming from. The next day, why did you do that to me yesterday? Okay, I'm sorry that I hurt you. Let's go ahead and move past it. Why did you do that to me yesterday? That's what he keeps doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he won't let bygones be bygones. And let sleeping dogs lie. It's like, listen, you guys, every time that you think they've gotten by issues, he rehashes them. And it's like, okay, we're moving on from that, dude. What don't you get? I thought we had moved past that and trying to move forward and make things right. We can never make things right if you keep rehashing old shit that I'm thinking that we've solved. We talk it out. It's done. Why are we bringing it up again? She and him already discussed the dating app situation. Okay. And she apologized for not showing him or whatever and said that we're all good and I want to respect you and I want to be fully present in this relationship. And he, okay, yeah, let's make a go of it. And then you got the friend attacking her and trying to make her sit there and listen. Answer her question. I answered your family's question.
I don't like the way he talks to her. He talks to her like a little kid sometimes.
Yeah. That could be the language barrier.
Yeah, he's yelling because he's thinking she's not going to understand, but he's dumbing her down in a way by, why are you looking at me? She's talking to you. Like, that's just something rude that we don't say that kind of stuff to each other. So I don't get when people are supposed to be in a relationship and don't.
She's looking at you because she's wanting you to have her back.
Yeah. And can you believe you told her this and we're bringing this up now? She just looked in shock.
That wasn't really the time and place to bring up the dating. I can see if they were in the middle of an argument and he was trying to prove a point, but they were having a nice dinner and, hey, how you doing? You look beautiful. Why are you still on the dating app? You know what I mean? It was like she went into it and buttered her up a little bit and made her defenses come down. That was pretty slick what she did there. You're beautiful. You seem like, how you feel about it? Oh, you like him? Okay. Then why are you on a date app?
Apparently now, I don't think.
It's like she kind of, got her to drop her defenses and then started attacking. And
she's, she doesn't know these people, and not that I feel like she was trying to soften the blow with the family with him. She was going completely the other way. I mean, he just went and let her attack her. Failed foster dog mom. I'll read that comment before you get started here. Riley should go to counseling with Jasmin. Gino needs to take 30 training. Right. They all need some kind of training. Buddha,
All of them, Big Ed, all of them need to be in the same therapy session together.
I'm starting to see people on this show
I
all
agree.
in therapy. I got one more comment here from Buddha to read. I think he just wanted to make her look bad in front of his family friend because he knew he blew it with the family. Yes, it's so much revenge going on with these people, but they don't admit it.
Yeah. And you know, the friend's like, don't be a wuss, don't be a wuss. I mean, I feel like he was trying to strong arm her in front of the friend to prove his manhood. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's no need to go there with that. You know what I mean? She's not somebody who disrespects you, so you don't have to disrespect her like that. You know? I don't know. I don't think this couple's gonna work out, to be honest with you. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. I don't think they're gonna work out. Simply for the reason that Riley has too many insecurity issues, and she is way too independent for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that Violet is way too independent for him. He can't deal with that because she's gonna get turned off and go her own way, and then he really won't be able to reel her in, and that's just gonna piss him off even more.
I keep waiting for her to turn into a blueberry and start rolling away. Violet, you're turning violet.
Violet, you're turning violet.
The failed foster dog mom said Riley and his friend sister sound like they are professional interrogators, right?
I think they are. Because isn't Riley works for the military, if I'm not mistaken, and one of his jobs is to come up with worst case scenarios so that they can figure out solutions to them. So it's his job to be paranoid, to think of the worst case scenario, and he does it in his relationships because of that. He needs to learn how to separate that shit. Because what he's doing by focusing on worst case scenarios is he's creating them.
Yep.
So
it's the pink elephant.
And if he goes to a therapist, maybe they might tell him that, you know, you're creating these worst case scenarios by constantly focusing on them and accusing your partners. The first partners left him alone, probably for that same reason, you know? So who we got next? We got Treje or whatever his name is. Tyree. So Tyree, man, has taken steps to get a private investigator to research this Carmela person, and he found out, and this is the scenario that makes probably the most sense to me. She's apparently a cam girl, like her what was that girl? Oh my God, Mike and Hermana. She's a cam girl. So, and apparently she's got a PayPal account, and you can, you know, see her on she's basically doing like soft porn, you know? And actually Tyree came up with a theory that to me might make a little sense, that she and Christian know each other. And maybe she is allowing, I said to you this, Jen, maybe she's allowing Christian to use her image and her name to get money from people.
Yeah.
And he may possibly be sharing that money with her. Right. Yeah, you can use it. Just make sure I get my cut. You know what I mean? So she might be in on the catfishing. You never know.
You gotta hear this comment from Buddha. She said, Tyree gonna make this model go into hiding because instead of finding Chris and asking why did you trick me, he's looking for her, the picture, you know, like, and they never talked on the phone, so he doesn't have any like, did they talk on the phone, or did she just send those little mini videos in 4 years? Like, Tyree, Dolly said, Lord help him. I know. I'm like, please.
Yo, that's a good point, Buddha. Why is he looking for the picture and not confronting the actual person who talked to him?
Failed foster dog.
What is the problem?
Oh my God, failed foster dog. Oh my Lord, she said.
You know it was you, bitch. You know it was you, Carmela, that talked to me all of those years. It's like, dude, you are chasing, you're going after the photo that was used to catfish you, person. it's like dummy, you know? And his sister, poor girl, she tried to get some logic into him, but he just was not trying to hear. You could tell the sister then just gave up.
The poor mother was like,
I don't think the sister even said a word
like,
this episode.
sister's lost.
She like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I done did reverse picture searches and investigate. I don't know what to do for the boy. And the mom was like, son, you need to get it together.
And now he's trying to go there. Like, why? She may not even be in Barbados. He's still under this impression of what was happening in his mind. But failed foster dog, I gotta tell you this. She said, Tyree, the lost soul of California, playing soon on TLC. Oh, I feel so bad for him because he's gotten so messed up over this. It's like his whole world is like now upside down, and he don't want to deal with it. So he's like, no, I'm gonna find her. That picture probably said, don't know.
He might need some therapy after this one, because things aren't unfolding right in his mind. He is in a severe case of denial. He's that into Carmela. And I mean, I guess I can understand it.
Yeah.
Because, guys, that was his end-all be-all for 7 years. That's a long-ass time.
Oh, it was 7?
7. I think, right?
Was it 4 or
Correct
7?
me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn I heard them say 7 years that he said 7 years he was talking to us. But I mean, even if it's 2 years, it don't matter. That's a long. 2 years is a long time to be catfished by somebody. You know,
but he's got to have I can't believe. I don't think he, like you said, he was in denial the whole time. He never wanted to push, and now it's like it came true what he probably suspected. How can you go 4 years? I mean, some people wouldn't even go 4 weeks without having a conversation, a video. Yeah. I'm shy. You're still shy 3.5 years later, or 7 years. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me already.
Maybe it was 4.
Red flag would be coming up after like the first month when she didn't want a video chat with your boyfriend that you're exclusive with. You know.
But think about it, and here's the thing: if a red flag didn't come up then, look at all that's happened since. And still, he is of the mindset that this person is real and they exist.
That's why it's got to be Chris, because if it were her, then she would have been talking to him. If she was a camera girl, like she could have had a conversation.
Because she would have been getting money from him. She would have been, hey, you can be my best customer type shit. You know what I mean? And he said that she wouldn't have been the type of girl that he would date it. Well, guess what? That's the type of girl she is. And you didn't date her. You dated a voice on a phone who turned out to belong to a man.
That was so cruel what they did to him, right?
Yeah, I feel really bad, and I really think he should go get some help and talk it out. Because talking to his mother and his sister, they're not trained therapists that can help him work out what happened in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he needs so that he doesn't load up a gun, okay, and go shoot somebody.
He needs therapy.
Because that's what people like that do that have been traumatized like that. He will go kill this Carmela chick, and she don't even deserve it.
And she kept him going over a period of time when he was going through a really rough time. And I feel like his whole world is ended, and he's not letting himself like realize that. It's like a breakup where somebody keeps calling the woman and
that's what I mean. Something not right. And that's the first thing you hear when people went and killed their ex or whatever that they couldn't get over. You know what I mean? It's like, if I can't have you, nobody can have that type.
And Chris was just paying the girl. Like, she was just doing her
and
job.
To Buddha's point, he may go do something to this chick and she didn't have nothing to do with it.
I know.
He just used her picture.
Right. I know exactly.
Because why is he hunting her down?
Right.
She didn't do it. She has not been the one talking to you.
He can't
it's her picture, and her name is Carmela, but it's not her that you've been talking. It's like he won't register that. Why is she doing porn? I would have never dated. So you didn't date her. It's like we're trying to get you to understand. Yes, she is Carmela. Yes, she is a real person. She, however, is not the one that you've been talking to.
Right.
And he's not connecting that dot anywhere. It's like, no, her boyfriend jumped into it and he don't want us to talk. Dude, where you getting that from?
He's making up all kinds. Then she was in prison. The sister,
like this chick probably doesn't even have a boyfriend if she's doing porn and all that type shit. It's her husband. He doesn't want us to be together, so he stepped in and he won't let her talk to me. Okay, where are you getting this from again? Because you making up shit in your head, dude.
They don't want to put her on this show, even if it were for money, because then she's going to lose all her other clients. And it's not even her. And he's paying this girl to do this stuff. And he's got he wasn't the only one, that Chris was talking to.
No, you know that.
I know what you're talking about. Buddha said that the mother said something we all was thinking. Why are you going to do that? We were all thinking about that when he said, I'm going to go to Barbados.
Like, what for, dude? What conversation could you possibly be having with Chris at this point?
And is he even in Barbados? He could be in California right down the street. Buddha has another comment. At some point, Tyree needs to take some responsibility because 4 years with no FaceTime, I think he was just happy to have someone who looks like her interested in him. Honey Bunny said, or reminding his sister that she was in jail in the past and maybe she's in jail right now and can't respond. It was crazy. All these
right. She might be. You never know. I'm like, dude, you need either way. The whole idea and theory behind the Carmela that he was talking to doesn't exist. And his mind is so, because that was a real person that he dealt with every day for a long time.
Yeah.
4 years is a long ass time. And that was his end all be all. So it's like, wow, you know what I mean? For the rug to be pulled out from under you like that, it's just like he's still spinning from the rug being pulled out. He hasn't landed on his feet yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if it was just her, that a real person that said, I don't want to be with you anymore, he really thinks, okay, there could be a chance. But when the whole thing was just fake, I think that's what he can't get his head around. No, she said stuff to me that made me feel like she was real. I don't believe this. Like he's, foster
in denial.
Mom has a comment too, said, remember when Dr. Drew had a house for addicts? Dr. Drew needs to have a house for all these delusional TLC cast members. Real actors and writers are on strike. Don't be surprised. And everybody's giving her some laughy signs. And Honey Bunny said he needs to get his self-esteem up. Yeah, because he's scared of he just looks like he shuts down and gets scared even when they're going to show him something. Like he don't want to see nothing else, but he wants to see it.
Right.
I know, right? You're still laughing.
He just gets quiet.
Delusional.
Yeah, he just gets quiet and walks off. Did he get another phone? Because then he throw his phone in the grass. He's like, that's what got me in this mess. It's like, okay, on one hand, he seems like he's acknowledging the debacle. And on the other hand, he goes back into denial phase. Mm-hmm. When he threw the phone away, he's like, that damn phone, that's what got me in there. Okay, good. You're realizing that you're into something now. That phone got me in. You realize it's a mess you're in, right? And that the chick's not real. Okay, good. Maybe I need to put the phone down and go get to myself for a minute and kind of work this out of my mind. I thought when he threw that phone down, I thought that was a good step. He's like, the phone is what got me in this. Okay, cool. You starting to wake up out of that shit now. Yeah, right. The phone is what got you in that. But then he went right back to the same bullshit.
Now he's going to Barbados to just make himself even more, like it's like he needs it more proof. What proof do you need? You had the private investigator, the sister, the mother's telling you. I mean, Chris told you.
What does he need to know from Christian is what I want to know.
That it's not real.
Yeah. Like now here's where it gets sketchy. Make sure this guy has a gun permit or something. Because if he goes to Barbados, well, there's customs. So if he has a weapon with him, well, he can always buy one when he gets there. Chris needs to watch his back and make sure he ain't coming there to take his ass out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be damned you gonna get over on me for 4 years. Give me my money back or die. Look, if anybody can make up stories,
I don't feel like I see him killing somebody else other than himself.
Yeah. Oh, Jen, you had to go there, did you, baby?
Just he has all the signs of that. Like,
wow.
That's why they need to.
I didn't want to think about that. Yeah, I didn't want to think about that, but you're right. It's like instead of taking somebody out, he really does seem like somebody that would do that. And I told you all, I think that he's gotten bigger since the show started. He might be trying to eat his way into the grave.
Yeah. It's sad.
You know?
He's trying to kill himself, maybe like you said, because he definitely doesn't look healthy, because not just because he's overweight, because a lot of people are overweight, but he looks literally like the stress and everything, and probably the high blood pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for the dude. You know, I really do. So
really,
we're gonna keep Tyree in our prayers in hopes that he makes it through this and that his family can help him get through it and help him get some help.
Do you mind if we do 2 more comments before we move on?
No, not at all, sweetheart.
Funny Bunny said he needs to get his self-esteem up. I might have read that one. Yes, he does. And Buddha said,
he does, definitely. I agree.
There's been stories like Tyree on the ID channel. Oh, that's a shame. I just worry about him. I feel like he's my
on the what channel?
The ID channel. Is that the one that has story, like crime stories and stuff? Maybe missing people. I don't know. I don't watch stuff like that. I'm too young for watching stuff like that. I like to watch happy stuff or crazy reality TV or nutrition videos. I don't do no. My sister loves horror and all that. I'm like, I don't play anything like that.
Homie, don't play that.
Oh, Jenny, don't play that.
Yeah, she don't like nothing like that, man.
I like to keep positive stuff flowing.
Keep the positivity flowing.
I know. Plus, if I watch something like that, I'll start really worrying about old Tyree, my little brother.
So what y'all think about Misha and Nicola?
I want to say, like, wow, that was pretty impressive. Like, he was amazed that she got changed so quick in the car.
How about him dancing in the nightclub? But he don't go to nightclubs. I'm like, okay, you look like somebody that frequents that type of shit. Okay, the way he was dancing with her, it was almost like he was hiding that side of himself. And when he got in there and started dancing with her, it came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I really do kind of like the party on the low, but I'm not trying to let myself live that type of life, but I do kind of like it.
He did.
You know, but how about what is going on with her? Miss Christianity.
Yeah.
Miss born again Christian wanting to go party so much. Come on, Nika. Why is she being such a bad influence on us, on this guy? And let's go dancing. Let's go have a beer. What? I thought you're supposed to be so holier than thou now.
Right. Nicola was on the dance floor quick in that club, Buddha said. Yeah.
Okay, trying to play it off like he don't know what he's doing. He got in there and he had a few moves for her ass. And she was like, wait a minute, hold up. Nicola? He actually had a really good time. And he looks like that's something that he has done before, you know, or does on a regular basis. Because the way he was moving, it's like, okay, he didn't seem like that was, I would have thought he would have gotten in there and would have been sitting there looking like, okay, are we ready to go yet?
Yeah, but he didn't do that, did he?
No, and that's probably why he didn't want to go in there. Maybe somebody would have recognized him or said, hey, you back? And he didn't want to get caught, you know, because he was having a little bit too good a time for somebody that didn't want to go in there. So yeah, that was funny with her changing in the car. But I'm curious to know what's going on with this chick, because she seems like she's a born again Christian, but she also seems like she's missing her party life.
Yeah, I think so. I think she had these two different lives, and now she's like almost like regretting, in a way, like missing her old life. Like, I want to balance. And he's like,
Yeah,
she picked a guy who's like ultra strict Catholic, or whatever the religion.
Yeah, Catholic. He's Catholic. They're both Catholic.
But like Roman Catholic, or is that even two different things?
Roman Catholic. That's the full term. Yeah, Roman Catholic. But
he was roaming that dance floor.
Dude, I don't know. I honestly don't see this couple making it either, because he got all worried because she said, well, wait a minute, hold up, slow your roll. We're not engaged yet, because now I'm not sure if I even want to marry your ass, because you don't seem like somebody that is going to roll with the punch, and you're hiding me from your family. I'm not sure that I feel comfortable marrying you. So now he's freaking out because he's like, I thought that was a definite. Now it's back up in the air, or she's not sure she wants to marry me. It's like, well, I mean, hey, but I'm starting not to think that they're compatible. I think she wants to get back to a little bit of partying. I don't think she wants to do it full time, but I think she wants to incorporate a little bit of it into her life. And I'm sure she wants to at some point have sex with this guy. So, but he is kind of closed off to all of that. So she's like, okay, well, if I can't get you to talk to your family about us and introduce me and all of that stuff, I don't know, because it's like he's hiding her, and she's got issue with that. So she's like, yeah, I'm not marrying you until all of this shit gets straightened out.
Exactly.
And we got 2 weeks to do it.
Honey Bunny says, I hadn't seen him smile since he went dancing. Right? Yeah, he didn't look like that happy, and so he didn't even want to do it. Now he's all his little dance. Maybe he learned that at a wedding or something.
He was giddy.
Dolly said, well, she got him to dancing, and did I already read that? Oh, wait a minute. No, she said she got him to dancing and he loved it. Dolly and Honey Bunny had similar comment. I thought I read it. Great minds think alike. And Foster Dog Mom said, I don't know what kind of Catholics they are. Are all priests? Oh, all priests used to smoke, drink, and do other unlawful things. Misha, go back to your worldly ways. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Actually, a little bit, that's a little worldly. Yeah, Misha's definitely wanting to go back to her worldly ways.
I thought that was funny still when he was sitting at the car like, Misha, I don't want nobody to see you. He was hiding the windows.
But it's like, dude, what are you hiding? You can still see her through the other side, the front and the back. So you standing in front of that one window, you can't cover the whole car. Like, if you could get over the whole car and cover all the windows, that'd be one thing. But you can still see her through the front of the car. The cameraman was all up in the front of the car looking at her. You know what I mean? So you could still see her. He wasn't covering nothing up by doing that, except that one view.
Where did she have all these clothes? Why are they in the car? Or did she just bring two outfits and got out of the car, saw somebody from a wedding and decided she was underdressed? What in the world? That was weird scene, and I get it.
Right, I thought they were going to the wedding.
To show that skill, that she could get changed because she used to be on TV, and I think that part of her is part of her personality. That became who she is. This, independent, world traveling type woman. So now she's like, I believe in the religion. I want to be like this, but like to your point, I want to go dancing sometimes, and you can't stifle that.
And have a beer and chill.
Maybe that'll be their little date night. They can go dancing.
Yeah.
One beer. Oh, but he was like, drinking beer is okay. I bet he goes out sometimes with his buddy, the one he goes fishing with. Maybe he wasn't letting in on that because he doesn't want her to go out.
Yeah, I think so, because he looked like when he was on that dance floor, like that's something that he had been doing.
I was surprised that he danced like that. I don't know why. I just thought he was going to stand still and like, I didn't think he was actually going to look like he was getting into it, not that he was on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something tells me that's not the first time he's been in there, or he's like doing that, you know, a little more frequently than he's letting on.
Right,
You
a
know?
dress and shoes. Foster dog mom said like she had a whole how much stuff could she fit in that little car?
Look, remember the 27 dresses she got in the scene with
Yes,
her in the cab? She kept getting back and forth and changing dresses.
I love the little
That's
phone.
what it reminded me of.
Yes, that was really funny. I'm gonna go change in the car tomorrow just to see if I can.
I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments if this couple's going to work out. I don't know that it will because of the compatibility difference. He doesn't plan on changing. He admitted that. And she needs somebody who's a little bit more flexible. And we haven't even brought the daughters into the picture yet. They've only tapped the surface of that with her saying, well, my daughters do this. Are you going to judge them? Yeah, hell yeah. He's judging you now already. So you know he's going to judge the
You
daughters.
said the
So
right
yeah, that's
thing, but
not
will
going
he
to
do
work.
it?
Yeah, that relationship definitely is most likely, unfortunately, doomed from the start. So remains to be seen. I could be wrong. You never know. They could end up being the one that outlasts all the other couples. Who knows? All right, who else we got here? I think that's who I'm already on, right? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Who was that?
Sheila and David, you have up there.
Okay. So we got Sheila and David. They didn't talk this week. So the last, I believe, we saw these two, they had sex for the first time after she took him to get something to eat and helped him get signed in his hotel room. I think some kind of way they had some semblance of sex or something.
He was
So
looking at her place and it was real run down, like her actual house. Was that a preview?
that's a preview. Yeah, that's a preview. So they went through there and it looks real run down. They're saying, they show the caption where he's like, yeah, I'm not used to this shit. This is, yeah, I've never seen anything like that before is what it said. But you know, a lot of those houses we've definitely got a more intimate look at the Philippines, like not the tourism areas, if there is any tourism really. I mean, probably on main strips or something, but we are really seeing how a lot of those people live impoverished. You know, it seems like they live in cardboard boxes, and it's like 10 of them all in one little room.
Yeah.
You know,
It's really sad. Like,
so yeah. You know, most of them don't even have like steps, but if they do, they just lead up into this little closet that's like the bedroom or something. You know what I mean? It just it just really seems like
but to them, it's
a
normal,
lot of the
you
areas are
know?
impoverished. Yeah. And used to, then you don't necessarily see it as a bad thing. Perception is reality. You know, somebody might look at her house,
Mhm.
be living in something that's way less than what she got and think she's rich.
Yeah.
You know, somebody might be down there living in a cardboard box thinking, oh, wow, they got steps and 2-3 rooms and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But we're looking at it like, oh, what the hell's this? But another person might be looking at it like, wow, I wish I could live there.
And sometimes
You
they
know?
even make fun of the American when they can't handle it. Like, I still remember old Ed going there, and he was like, I can't sleep like this, and it was too hot, and then he was pouring that bucket, and the dad, like, oh my God, that was just the funniest scene ever when he was trying to take that shower with
when they
dad.
were shower bucketing. The bucket shower. You've heard of the bucket list? Welcome to the bucket shower.
Foster dog mom agrees with you on the last couple. No way after 7 years and no ring. I think that was Misha.
Yeah. Oh, 7. That's where I got the 7 years from. Okay. Yeah. You're right. So 7 years, man. Oh, I don't know how they do it. Okay. So we got Cleo. Okay. We got Cleo in the asshole. Speaking of Christian. Okay. So we got another Christian in the mix. I don't like Christian, y'all. I like him to hang out with, but for this relationship for Cleo, nah, that ain't gonna happen. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Especially with the autism thing. It's not like he doesn't know. I'm sure she's explained to him that she doesn't like to be around a lot of people and a lot of noise and lights and stuff. Why is that the first place that he took her? Like, he couldn't wait to get there. And then gonna sit there and talk to other girls while he's in front of her. And admitted that he had a conversation with two little chicks on the plane and got drunk. And I mean, come
He's
on.
not ready for a relationship with a man,
He's
woman,
not.
or someone who's in the process of changing. He's
Right.
not really ready yet, and that's why he's still exploring himself. And
Yeah.
and I don't think he's not sure about her. And it's like 1 minute he remembers who she was that he was talking to, and the next minute he gets freaked out by it and doesn't want to touch her. And it's rude to her. It's mixed signals. He should have never came there if he wasn't absolutely sure, or at least when he got there, he should be honest with her and say, I think we're better off friends. Do you mind if we hang out? I don't want to mislead you, but I'd love to still stay and for you to show me around. I don't think I can get there romantically because it ain't going to happen.
Caleb and Elena all day long. That's the same shit. He's like, yeah, you're a little person, and I know I said I could, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I'm sorry. I tried. I came here. That's why I came here. I gave it a shot, and I just can't get around the size difference. Sorry, I got to go. You know, she wanted to try to get him to stay there, but he was like, I can't do it. And I have a feeling like Christian is going to end up being the same way with Cleo. You know, you cool, like you, but I'm not into you like that, and I can't seem to force it. So I'm going to go ahead and take my ass back to the States. I think that's what is going to end up happening.
Yep.
You know, because I think that Cleo is going to have her fill of the party boy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's what he is. He's still a party boy.
Exactly. He's not just doing that because he's single. That's still, he doesn't even want to hang out with her. The first thing
he don't need people. He already proved that. He will strike up a conversation with a complete stranger, a group of strangers. So he don't even need to know somebody to talk to him.
He's the strangest looking party boy in the world. I wouldn't take him for that just by looking at him.
Looking like Phil Collins.
Yeah. We were
back in the day. Okay. Not today, the back in the day Phil Collins.
Right.
Phil Collins, you know.
You should next week do a side-by-side for us.
Do a bunch of doppelgangers. I think I will do that, y'all. How about that? And then we can put them up.
That word, I never heard it till you taught me. Doppelganger. I like it. Tin roofs, dirt floors, no indoor plumbing. America's poor is nothing like that, foster dog mom said. That is so true. And she also said Cleo is going to get really hurt. He is not trying to understand and empathize with her. He is immature. And I think I'm going to add to that, and selfish. And Buddha said he needs to listen and have more patience, not try to get her drunk and have his way. From this episode, I don't think it's going to work. But he's going to get drunk and possibly go at it with her. And then the next day he's going to be standoffish again because he can't get his head around it, is what it looks like to me. So it's like it's really going to mislead her if they end up getting intimate.
Yeah. Yeah. If anything, I would hope that they don't get intimate because I don't see this relationship lasting because of the autism thing. She is not going to be cool with him dragging her out to clubs and bars and places like that. She doesn't go to places like that. And he's not going to be cool with the fact that he can't take her out to places like that because that's all he likes to do.
Wow, Neo.
Check him out swishing vodka, whatever the whiskey that he's drinking.
Yeah,
I swish it out around in my mouth like water. I drink it all the time.
Come on.
Okay, so on top of that, we dealing with alky issues. Come on now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's constantly wanting to have this drink and wanting to get into a party atmosphere. And one of the first things she said, she came in, she had the headset on because she has to block out the noise from the street. She can't deal with the situation. And somebody has already cracked it and said it. I didn't know if it was going to be him or her first. This may not work. She was like, I don't know that he's the relationship that I need to be in if this is going to continue, if this is how he is. I don't know that this is the right guy.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's toxic for both of them, and more so for her. He also, it reminds me of on Married at First Sight, the one we just saw with, and I can't think of the couple's name, the one that always wanted to talk about sex but didn't want to have sex with her. Jasmin and what was his name? Oh, I can't think of his name, but I think her name. She was like the pageant girl.
Oh, you're talking about Married at First. Okay, Eris.
Okay, so Eris did the right thing, even though he was like, he didn't do the right thing by her as far as the marriage, but he kept it to a point where they never got intimate because he knew he wasn't going to go forward and wasn't into her. He was like, basically like, I'm not even going to have sex. And we've seen other people do that, but do it the other way. Like some of the couples just do it to see if they can get along. And then one of them gets, remember, there was one who they had ended up having sex and then the guy never wanted to do it again. And that was even worse because he started pulling away. It was that guy that was real. He ended up seeing her friend, I think. Was that them? Or he may have never even had sex with her. But we've had some guys not interested. Come on, Nia.
Yeah, well, Gino's one of them. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I mean, that's just...
Oh, Buddha's got a comment on there too.
That is just nuts. I don't think that and again, I think it is a Caleb and Elena situation. He's even admitted that he's freaked out now. But check this out. What's up with the estrogen on the skin thing? And it seeps into his or her skin. And if you touch it, you run the risk of possibly taking on some transgender qualities.
Was she joking?
Like, I've never heard of that. No, it's like she rubs it on her arm and it has to wait for it to dry and sink into her pores, into her skin. But up until that point, when that's really happening, it's safe not to touch her because you can get it seeping into your skin, I imagine. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So, yeah.
I'm learning all kind of stuff this year about different, transgender things. Buddha said, when he said the flight attendant was like, oh, we heard about you, that was bad. That meant those 3 women didn't like his drunk self. Shaking my head. Right. That was interesting to see, Buddha said.
Not a good thing. Not a good thing.
He's like basically like, I just want to go around flirting with women, even if I'm out on a date with my person that I just met in person for the first time after dating for all this time, that's transgender and already feels insecure and autistic.
Yeah. I felt bad for Cleo in the restaurant. I really did.
Me too.
Because you could tell she started to feel lost. And it's like, okay, dude, are you bored with her already that you need to dip out of your date and have conversations with a table full of girls 2 feet over? How disrespectful was that? So it makes me think, no, there's no way this is ever going to work. Because if he had that much balls to do that, there's no way she's not going to stop him from eventually cheating on her. You know what I mean? And just kind of stepping away from the relationship altogether. So I think Cleo should be the one to leave first because this definitely ain't going to work. You know, and let him reflect on what he lost. Because I think Cleo's a good woman.
I think she's really a sweet girl. I definitely do. So I think
I really do. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her because I'm like, you're not even giving it a chance all because of what your family's saying, and your own stereotypes. So somebody you could potentially live the rest of your life with in happiness, you're throwing away because you're afraid to commit because she don't like to go out to bars. Come on now. That's the whole purpose of committing. A lot of times people go out to bars and have a good time, but a lot of times they go in because they're lonely or single and trying to meet somebody.
Yeah.
You're there with your date and you're still talking to a bunch of different, even though that puts her anxiety level all the way up here. Why would you do that?
It's drunk. He's drunk and he must get drunk. And then imagine what he'd do if you weren't there, if he's doing that while you're there.
Right. And that was her point about him on the plane. He's like, well, yeah, it was just a couple young girls. Look, even the bartender or somebody at the baggage, at the whatever was in it, they're like, yeah, we heard about you.
That's crazy.
It's like, yo, he couldn't even get another drink on the plane because they were like, no, we're cutting you off. We've heard about you.
No wonder he was so tired when he got there.
Yeah, and apparently he don't do well with his liquor, so because if he's flirting and can't control himself and all of that, just like what happened in the restaurant, then it'll only be a matter of time before he does something that's really hurtful to Cleo.
She needs to have more self-esteem and respect for herself and say, you know what, this isn't going to work. Unfortunately, I know it will hurt her, but it'll be best.
Yeah. Yep. Because if she doesn't, she's going to end up being hurt anyway. I'd rather just get out of that and live with that hurt than give them the opportunity to hurt me like with something else,
And I think he'll be better if they take the pressure off that relationship and say, why don't we just be friends and kind of hang out this time and see where it goes instead of that. I feel like he's trying to almost be standoffish and piss her off on purpose so that she doesn't want to be intimate because he's not ready for that with that whole situation.
Yeah, I agree. That's crazy. It's like if you don't want to do it, then, at least be upfront and honest. I think that might be it, gang.
Statler.
Because the other couple, I don't think they showed on this one.
I think they did show. Remember she
met TikTok dude?
Oh no, I'm talking about this lesbian couple. We didn't talk about them, did we?
Oh, right.
Okay. That's the only way I remembered.
Right. Do I have them up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Dempsey and Statler. I think Dempsey and Statler are adorable.
Me too.
Statler up front, right, with all that awkward shit. Just like, I don't know. You like me?
But apparently he knows it, right?
Yeah. Let me look at your butt. Oh, wow. Wow. It's like, oh my God, yo. I'm like, Statler is off the chain. She's like, yeah, why don't we share a room here or come in the room and the toilet's right here. You can listen to me while I take a shit or whatever. Of course you still want to make love now, right? I was cracking up so hard. But I don't know. Statler to me seems, and you guys let me know what you think in the chat, she seems a little bit paranoid that things are going to go wrong too much.
She seems like maybe I'm wrong, but
and self-manifesting.
Like a girl player.
Well, how many girls has she slept with? Like 78 or some shit. You know what I mean? You could tell she...
Maybe this is the one.
Yeah. So you could tell she definitely has been around the block a few times. But hopefully that won't spill into here. She's given herself time to heal or move on. And Dempsey is a whole new relationship. However, we do know from the other episode that her ex is in town and has reached out to her. So
are we gonna have a
triangle?
No, what's his name? The guy that was in his car, poor and crying, that was dating Pedro's mom. I said that last week.
Oh, Scott.
She gets in an argument with her just so she can go see the ex. But she looks pretty into Dempsey, and Dempsey looks like she understands her personality. So, yeah. But if one thing goes wrong, is she going to run to the ex is my problem. Buddha said, I heard there was a DWI issue about him, talking about the last guy. I believe that. I can see
Christian, yeah, he's a drinker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we done stoked that. He is definitely a drinker. Talking about he swishes gin around in his mouth like water. He just can drink it like that. No, you can't. You think you can. You're not a machine. You're a human being. Eventually, that shit's going to catch up to you.
Mm-hmm. Failed
but yeah.
Mom said Statler is funny. Unfortunately, it may be the ADHD that's good for TV. Right.
Wow.
Tell them like it is.
Yep. Oh, man.
What do you think of this couple? You think they're going to meet?
Yeah, I do. I do. I think that they're gonna any little quirky differences that they have, I think they're gonna end up working it out. I don't really see them cutting at each other and all of that type of stuff. Although that, preview next week seemed interesting because I don't know if that was ours, but I don't know. They were talking about, well, whose room are they into next week? Is it Dempsey's room?
I didn't
It's like
see the
she's showing
preview.
her. Okay, they're showing them walking through some type of little apartment, and I'm like, okay, is that Dempsey's apartment? And they're showing Statler saying, "Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. I need more room."
Yeah, I did see that. Now it brought back memory when you said that.
She's like, "Yeah, we need 2 people. Yeah, we need more room than this. I don't know if this is gonna work." I'm like, okay, give it a shot first.
What show was that with the guys? They were like, it was a gay couple, and he went abroad to see him. I don't remember what the show was, but he's this huge guy, and the apartment was like so small. They didn't get along.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They got along, but it was like one wanted to be friends, and the other.
It was almost like a match me abroad type of thing.
Yeah, I forget what show it was, but it was so funny because he looked like that when he walked in that house. Like everything's in other cultures, like there's really, really small, like tiny houses. They almost look like.
Right.
But it's just because that's like, that's the way it is there. All the apartments look like that because they tend to try to make things. You only take what you need, it seems like, is a lot of the idea there, instead of like, I've got this huge apartment for one person. Cleo don't want to be just friends, Dolly said. I missed that one. Yeah, definitely. I think you're right. That's why she's not even suggesting it, but he's going to have to. Buddha said, I heard. Oh, wait. I heard there was a DWI issue about him. Oh, no, I thought she was saying Dempsey's DWI. Dempsey's apartment is who they're in.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I thought. I don't know, man. I think that Statler's got a lot of paranoid issues, and she may end up even using her paranoid issues and her awkwardness to get out of this relationship. I just hope she don't hurt that girl. And I also think there's a part of her that's curious about what her ex is thinking and doing.
Yeah, if she hurt her that bad, there's got to be a part of her that's gonna take it and run with it if something doesn't go right. But she's enamored with her right now because it's all new, so she's gonna get some from her too. That's the way I feel like she thinks of it. She's gonna try, but will it be enough to sustain her? And maybe so. Maybe she can be that strong and stay away from her ex, but it just something about her with the ADD feels like she's gonna want to run the other way too. Foster Dog said Dempsey's single wide with no working toilet. Yuck.
I know. She had like a design over it, or like flowers coming out of there or something. I'm like, wow. Oh man, but I don't know. I hope they work it out because I think they're a really cute couple. And if they can get the communication going and just keep the open lines of communication, let each other just trauma bond, relate to the fact that you guys just both flew, and then her flight got delayed. Then you finally hook up in the smaller part. Hey, bond over that shit.
Exactly.
But yeah. Well, I guess we got another one in the books.
Definitely.
You guys that are here, thank you so much. Thank you for being part of this week's Takeover Tuesday. And like I said, I think next week I'm going to go ahead and split it up between the two and do half other way, half before the 90 days. And that way we can kind of discuss both shows. So if you haven't watched Other Way, get in there because a new season of Underway has gone underway, or the other way. I think
there's an underway now.
Yeah. So
Buddha said, trauma bond like Mary and Brandon, and Dempsey's single wide with no working toilet. Oh, I already read that, Foster.
But I love you guys so much, man. Jen, anything you want to add in before we go, baby?
Just thank you for having me, and thank you everybody. I love
Thank you for
seeing
being
you guys here. Thank you everybody for joining, and thank you for your support, and just like and subscribe. And I really love this. Thank you. And we love you, J&J Video Reacts. We love hearing your react.
I love you guys more.
And leave a comment if you're here. Like I always respond too, and so does JJ. If you need to leave a comment with your opinion, we'd love to hear it if you're catching the replay, because I always like
If
to hear
you're catching the
everybody.
replay,
And come join us.
don't forget. Yep, don't forget what I said about Meatless Monday. Rose gonna be on there next week, telling us about her journey. She lost 40 pounds, and she has cured herself of Crohn's disease on a plant-based diet. Don't forget to hit the referral link that Jen sent down there to you. It will obviously be in the comment section if you guys want to go ahead and try it out. We can definitely work something out. So you guys have a fantastic week, a fantastic weekend. I love you guys, and let's meet up same time next week, same channel, and peace and blessings.